I don't think I know anybody who cares more or works as hard as my mother. Even now at 75 years of age, her priority when her sons enter the house is, are they okay? Grown men who, are well into their 40s. I think my mother is a typical Irish mother of that generation. She did so much for us, me and my four other brothers, that to this day I wear slip-on shoes because she would tie our laces for us. I never learned to tie laces. I'm very lucky I can tie a tie, just about. I didn't learn that till I went to grammar school. But I would like to think in the world that I'm a good man. And if I am a good man, it's because of the example that my mother set me, which was not to be afraid to say sorry and not to be afraid to be seen to be tender or kind or weak, but at the same time carry responsibility on behalf of those less strong than you when you had to. My father had a very tough job. He was a carpet fitter and he did it very well. Nobody in Northern Ireland did it any better than him during his time. And this was his van, which was really, really class. This was a sort of amber coloured van and it was called the Magic Carpet. This was the day before seat belts or rear seats. Mum and dad in the front and four, then five sons in the back, and that was our mode of transport. Of my four other brothers, two went on to be carpet fitters and two could have but chose not to and do other things. I didn't have a choice. I was just completely useless at it. I couldn't cut carpet, I couldn't carry carpet, I was no good at the mathematics which worked out the floor area, and on top of all of that, the smell of the copy decks and the felt tended to make me sick. My father always had this saying, if a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing well. So I suppose that explains why I maybe push myself that bit harder in this very soft existence of television in which I work. Grass features prominently in my history, not the illegal sort, the totally legal sort. And to prove it's legal, I've got a certificate of authenticity. And this is not just any old piece of grass. This is from the Nou Camp, Barcelona, from the 27th of May, 1999, which may not mean anything to you, but it means a lot if you're a Manchester United supporter, and it was the scene of our Champions League victory that evening. One of the most fantastic feelings I share in my life is to be able to share the whole experience of football with my children. Often your kids, they don't want to talk to you about music. They don't want to talk to you about your views on world affairs or what you think of fashion and things. But for 90 minutes, they will want to talk to you about who's he going to pick today, Dad? Who do you think will play there? Is so-and-so on the transfer list? What do you think of the referee? And you talk the same language. That is why football is a beautiful game. I'm not sure about many things, I suppose, in my life, but the one thing I am sure of is that I'm a Belfast boy. I'm Belfast born and bred. I'm very proud to represent Belfast, and it's a place that lifts my heart and lifts my soul when I am there. One of the nicest feelings in my life is to step onto the tarmac at Belfast Airport, and the air smells different, the sky looks different, and you know you're home. I suppose you are what your environment made you, and so much of my life from 6 or 7 years of age was growing up in what was a war zone. And then when I went out to school, you would see these news crews reporting on this story that you would then go back home to watch. And I suppose it's not much of a surprise to realise that all that influence put together directly led to me being a TV presenter and a reporter because of where I was born and bred.